The assistant coaches here.
Surprising. I was very blessed and fortunate enough to have that opportunity, to work for somebody like him. Not many people get that opportunity. Somebody who won 75% of his games and won everywhere he's been. I had no idea coming into it. At this point in time, we were just, had our heads down, recruiting and trying to find the next guy that can help us, get over the hump, the second week in March. So it was very surprising for me.
Just beyond that, I mean, how much different did this offseason feel for you guys as a staff? I mean, you're able to expand the staff a little bit, and you guys went out there and had a really good recruiting calendar. I mean, how different did it feel this year for you?
Like speed dating. I would say that we already had really good staff chemistry as is, and we were able to work together and put our minds together. No egos, and we just stayed on the same path. Wanted to try to figure out what we wanted to do, what coach wanted, and then do it to our best of our abilities.
In this day and age, obviously, and Coach Jans is a big data guy. How much has somebody like Jordan Sperber helped this team, with his new age data and breaking down all the tendencies of every player in practice and games and just all of it together?
Oh, he a beast. I get to share office with him every day. He's in there and he's relentless. I think that gives us another weapon. I think with the mind that Coach Jans and our staff have, and the body of work that we've been able to do, having him, that gives us another level, another boost. So having him here has definitely been really good.
How much easier has it been to sell Mississippi State after what y'all been able to do the last 2 years?
Easy. We got the dentist. I know he don't like people saying it, but we got him. Even on a recruiting trail, most of the kids nowadays, they know about us, and they're more familiar with our staff, and they seen us beat top 10 opponents, Tennessee and things like that. And it helps that we have guys like Tolu and DJ to make it to Summer League, and Tolu, I think he's about to get a 2-way contract. So it helps us a lot in recruiting. So now they see that state, and that maroon. A lot of those kids, they get googly eyed when they see Coach Jans walk in the gym. So, that makes it easier for us in recruiting.
Not just that, but you sold it to a lot of offensive guys this past season. You have a guy with a great defensive reputation, but you've been able to bring in a lot of transfers and high school signees that know offense. How do you sell that?
If they want to win and you want to be a pro, and I think Coach has a really good trade-off with that. You play hard, you compete, you defend, he rewards you with getting freedom. I know the dynamic of our team in the past, we had to play a little bit different and whatnot, but having these guys that we have now, that's a really good trade-off for them. They'll be able to see the fruit of their labor, because most of these kids, they want to play fast, they want to shoot threes and want to score buckets, but at the same time, people want to be attached to winners, and that's what the NBA is full of. So.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Coach Jans said last week at SEC Media Days that he was kind of struggling with the fact that he did like this team. He said he doesn't want to like his team after 20 practices or however long it is. So do you like this team at this point in the preseason?
If he like it, I love it. Yeah, I do. We got a good group of guys. They get along. They share the ball, which adding a lot of offensive scoring power. Most kids want to have the ball in their hand. They got really good IQ, and they like playing with each other. They play with passion, they play with joy, and I think that's a big deal. So if he say he like it, I love it. I mean, he happy upstairs.
Well, when he says he doesn't like the team, those practices, does he also not like his staff sometimes?
Oh, no, he loves us. I would say that I would say he loves us. He just gives us a hard way to go sometimes.
What changes for you, whether it be day-to-day, practice, whatever? I mean, what's changed for you this year as opposed to last?
Being on the road, I'm actually able to get out on the road and be able to touch people and see the recruits more often instead of just picking up the phone and FaceTiming them most of the time and, sending them, recruiting material, things like that. And now I'm actually back on the floor. So I'm happy to be back on the floor, be able to project my voice, be able to see things where last year I didn't have that opportunity to do that, which was very hard for me, being on the road and being on the floor and then not being on the floor. But what I told people prior to the last position, it was like a redshirt year for me. And I was able to be a sponge and learn a lot from coach and the staff, and you get the chance to see everything. You become, you get to elevate a little bit. But yeah, being on the floor, being a little bit more hands-on with drills and things like that.
You're going to